Today, we are talking about an important and confirmed update that directly affects millions of seniors across the United States. Social Security has officially locked in a permanent raise, and for many retirees, the new February payment amount is now clearly defined. This is not a temporary adjustment or a short-term bonus. It is a lasting increase that will continue month after month, and understanding how it works is essential for anyone who depends on retirement, disability, or survivor benefits. In this video, everything will be explained in a clear and simple way so that you can understand exactly what has changed, how your payment is calculated, and what this means for your financial stability going forward. The permanent raise comes as part of the annual adjustment process designed to help Social Security benefits keep pace with rising living costs. Each year, federal authorities review economic data to determine whether benefit amounts should increase. This adjustment is commonly known as the cost of living adjustment. When inflation rises, benefit payments are increased to help protect purchasing power. Once that increase is applied, it becomes part of the new base amount. That means the higher payment does not disappear after a few months. It becomes the new standard going forward. For February payments, the newly adjusted amount reflects this permanent change. If you are already receiving retirement benefits, your monthly deposit now includes the full increase. The same applies to individuals receiving Social Security disability insurance and survivor benefits. Supplemental Security income recipients also see adjustments when applicable, though SSI follows a slightly different payment schedule. The important point is that the February amount is not a one-time surprise payment. It is your new official monthly benefit going forward. Many seniors have noticed the increase already in their January deposit, but February confirms the stabilized figure. By this stage, any administrative processing has been completed, and the new benefit level is fully integrated into the system. That means your February amount clearly reflects the permanent raise that has been approved and implemented. From this point on, unless another adjustment is announced in the future, this new amount remains consistent. Understanding how this raise is calculated can help bring clarity and peace of mind. The Social Security Administration uses national inflation data to determine the percentage increase. When prices for essential goods and services rise, especially housing, food, and medical care, benefit adjustments are triggered. The adjustment percentage is applied to your current benefit amount. For example, if a retiree was receiving a specific monthly payment and a percentage increase is approved, that percentage is added to the base amount, creating a new monthly total. That new total becomes the foundation for future increases. For many retirees, even a modest percentage increase can make a meaningful difference over the course of a year. While the monthly raise may appear small at first glance, when multiplied across 12 months, the total annual increase becomes more significant. For households living on fixed incomes, that additional amount helps offset rising utility bills, grocery expenses, prescription costs, and insurance premiums. It is also important to understand that Medicare premiums can affect the final deposit amount for some retirees. If you are enrolled in Medicare Part B and your premium is deducted directly from your Social Security benefit, any changes in the Medicare premium may slightly reduce the visible increase in your net payment. However, the gross Social Security benefit amount has still increased permanently. The premium adjustment simply affects the final deposit amount after deductions. Reviewing your annual benefit statement helps clarify these numbers and prevents confusion. For seniors who recently began receiving benefits, the increase applies as well. Even if you only started collecting Social Security within the past year, the adjustment is applied to your approved benefit amount. The system does not exclude newer beneficiaries. Once your benefit is established, it is subject to the same cost of living protection as long-term recipients. Those who delayed retirement to receive a higher monthly benefit also benefit from this permanent raise. Because delayed retirement credits increase the base benefit amount, any percentage adjustment applied to that higher base results in a larger overall increase. This means individuals who waited until full retirement age or beyond continue to see the advantage of their decision reflected in these annual raises. The February payment schedule follows the standard distribution calendar. Payments are typically sent based on birth dates for retirement and disability beneficiaries. Those born early in the month receive their deposit earlier in the distribution cycle, while those born later receive it in the final wave. SSI recipients generally receive payments at the beginning of the month. Regardless of your payment date, the permanent raise is already built into your benefit amount. As February payments continue to arrive, reviewing your deposit amount carefully is a smart step. Compare it to your prior monthly payment to confirm the increase has been applied correctly. Keeping personal financial records organized ensures you understand your income flow and can plan effectively. This permanent raise represents more than just a number on a deposit statement. It reflects a structured system designed to protect retirees from inflation and maintain financial stability over time. Understanding how it works allows you to make informed decisions, manage your budget confidently, and plan for the months ahead with greater clarity and security. Now that the permanent raise has officially taken effect and your February amount reflects the new standard, it is important to understand what this means not just for this month, but for the rest of the year and beyond. This increase becomes the foundation for every future calculation tied to your Social Security benefit. It does not reset, it does not expire, it becomes the new base from which all future adjustments are built. Each year, federal authorities evaluate inflation data over a specific measurement period. That data determines whether another cost of living adjustment will be applied in the following year. Because your February payment already includes this newly locked increase, any future percentage adjustment will be calculated on top of this higher amount. Over time, this compounding effect helps preserve purchasing power far more effectively than a single one-time bonus ever could. A permanent increase grows with the system, while temporary checks disappear after they are spent. For many seniors, one important consideration is taxation. Social Security benefits can be partially taxable depending on overall income. The permanent raise may slightly increase total annual income, which in some cases can affect how much of your benefit is subject to federal income tax. This does not mean the raise is lost, it simply means that total taxable income may shift slightly for some households. Understanding your full income picture, including pensions, retirement accounts, part-time earnings, or investment income, helps clarify whether any tax adjustments may apply. Many retirees find that even with taxation considerations, the net benefit of the raise remains positive. Another important factor is how the raise interacts with Medicare deductions. For those enrolled in Medicare Part B, premiums are usually deducted directly from Social Security payments. If Medicare premiums rise in the same year as a cost of living adjustment, part of the visible increase may appear smaller in your deposited amount. However, the gross Social Security benefit itself still increases permanently. The premium change simply affects what you see after deductions. Over time, as healthcare costs continue to rise, the protection built into the cost of living adjustment helps offset these expenses, even if not perfectly in every year. For seniors who receive supplemental security income, the permanent raise in Social Security retirement or disability benefits can also influence SSI eligibility or payment levels. SSI is a needs-based program with income limits. If your total income rises due to the Social Security adjustment, your SSI amount may be recalculated. In some cases, SSI payments may decrease slightly as Social Security payments increase. However, the total combined income often remains stable or improves overall. It is important to review your updated benefit notices carefully to understand how the two programs interact in your individual situation. The permanent raise also affects spouses and survivors. If a spouse receives a benefit based on the work record of the primary earner, the percentage increase applies to that benefit as well. Survivor benefits follow the same structure. This ensures that widows, widowers, and dependent family members continue receiving inflation-protected payments. The system applies adjustments consistently across eligible categories, reinforcing financial protection for households relying on Social Security as a primary income source. For individuals who delayed retirement past full retirement age, the benefit of waiting becomes even clearer when permanent raises are applied. Because delayed retirement credits increase the monthly base benefit, every percentage adjustment applied in the future produces a larger dollar increase. Over a long retirement, this difference can add up significantly. The February amount now reflects both your retirement timing decision and the annual cost of living protection built into the program. Many retirees are concerned about long-term program stability. While broader funding discussions continue at the national level, current beneficiaries continue receiving full payments and annual adjustments remain part of the established formula. The fact that this permanent raise has been locked into your February amount demonstrates that the adjustment system continues to function as intended. For those already receiving benefits, payments remain steady and predictable. Budget planning becomes especially important after a permanent increase. Even a modest monthly raise can be used strategically. Some retirees allocate the additional amount toward rising grocery and utility expenses. Others choose to strengthen savings for unexpected medical bills or home repairs. Because the raise is permanent, it provides a reliable boost rather than a temporary cushion. That reliability allows for better long-term planning and reduced financial stress. Inflation has placed pressure on many households, especially older adults living on fixed incomes. Food costs, prescription drugs, property taxes, and insurance premiums have all increased in recent years. The cost of living adjustment exists specifically to address these pressures. While it may not perfectly match every individual expense, it is designed to keep benefits aligned with general economic conditions. The February payment confirms that this protective mechanism remains active and effective. For retirees who continue working part-time, the permanent raise does not change earnings limits. If you are below full retirement age and earn above the annual threshold, benefits may still be temporarily withheld under existing rules. However, once full retirement age is reached, those withheld amounts are recalculated and gradually returned through higher monthly payments. The cost of living increase remains part of your benefit regardless of earning status, reinforcing its permanence. It is also worth understanding that this raise affects lifetime benefit totals. Over a full year, even a moderate monthly increase results in hundreds of additional dollars. Over several years, that total becomes thousands. Because each year's adjustment builds on the last, the cumulative effect over a decade or longer retirement is substantial. This is why permanent raises are far more impactful than one-time stimulus payments. Stimulus checks provide short-term relief, but a locked-in monthly increase strengthens financial stability year after year. Many seniors compare their new February deposit with last year's statement and notice the difference immediately. Reviewing official benefit notices can provide detailed confirmation of the gross benefit amount before deductions. Keeping these records organized helps track changes and ensures accuracy. While the system processes adjustments automatically, personal record keeping remains an important habit for financial awareness. For future retirees planning to claim benefits, the permanent raise also plays a role in long-term projections. Because cost of living adjustments compound annually, waiting to claim benefits can result in a higher base amount, which then grows further through future adjustments. Understanding this structure helps individuals make informed decisions about when to begin collecting benefits. The February payment represents more than just an updated number. It marks the official integration of this year's cost of living adjustment into the Social Security system. From this point forward, this new amount defines your monthly income from the program unless another adjustment is announced in the future. That stability is essential for retirees who rely on predictable income to manage daily expenses. As economic conditions evolve, the cost of living mechanism continues to serve as a built-in safeguard. The permanent raise you now see in February demonstrates that the system remains responsive to inflation data. While no adjustment can eliminate all financial pressure, it provides consistent protection that strengthens over time. In closing, the key message is clear. Social Security has locked in a permanent raise, and your new February amount reflects that change in full. This increase becomes your new base payment going forward. It compounds over time, supports long-term financial stability, and helps protect purchasing power in the face of rising costs. By understanding how the adjustment works, how deductions may affect your deposit, and how to plan around your updated income, you position yourself for greater financial confidence. This permanent raise is not temporary relief. It is a lasting improvement built into your monthly benefit, reinforcing the security that Social Security was designed to provide.